Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. I am your host, Kaleb and Chris. Alongside me, as usual, is my co-host, Chris Prince. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. Just got the kids on the bus. We're going to talk some NASCAR this morning.
What better way to start your day than here with me? Um, yeah, so obviously we're going to go over a little bit of COTA, what happened over there on the first road course of the year. And we'll dive into what's coming up in Phoenix, some off-track stuff. But obviously, there's the lawsuit that's going down. We have some thoughts on some of the drivers that are outside the top 16 to start this year, some drivers that are still in the top 16 to start the year as we get into our first traditional oval race, that being out in Phoenix this weekend on Sunday. So without further ado, let's just dive right into COTA. Tyler Reddick, 3 in a row. Who could have called that? Oh, I don't know, me. Certainly not intentionally, but the 45 gets it done once again, outdueling SVG on a road course, something only done by none other than Chris Boucher out there in Watkins Glen. Oh, was that 2 years ago, a year ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago now.
Super cool moment. Obviously, 23-11 going 3 for 3 after the off season that they had. Super cool. Yeah, COTA, what do you think?
I like COTA. I think it was a good overall road course. Like we expected, the racing kind of panned out. I mean, I think it could have been a little closer. I just don't know if SVG or really anybody had anything for Reddick. But overall, COTA produced what we expected it to, a good race. I didn't appreciate road course racing as much when I was younger, but I've grown to like it more. But COTA's, like I said last week, COTA's kind of become like my second favorite track just because of the racing.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, let's just get into some of the stories that are coming out of that. First things first is Connor Zilich. Obviously, he had an up and down day out there on Sunday. He'd run in the top 10, gets have a spin, have an incident, be in the back, fight his way back up to the top 10, have another incident, go back in the back. Ended up finishing 14th, if I remember correctly. 14th, yep. Didn't collect any stage points, which sucks, but not bad for a date for his real debut. Obviously, he raced last year at COTA before getting into it with Daniel Suarez, who ironically was the cause of one of his accidents this week. But yeah, Zilich he had speed. He made a name for himself, certainly. Were you impressed?
Oh yeah, I was definitely impressed. It was nice to see him show out, right? Because like I gave him a little bit of grief earlier in this season that he would probably under exceed, not over exceed. So while he didn't, finish top five, he didn't lead any laps, things like that. I think what he was able to show is a good sighting heading into like next week. I know it was still a road course, but 3 races in to the season, you want to see some sort of performance, and you just hadn't seen it at that point. Now, to be fair, Daytona and Atlanta are not his probably best style of racing, but I still feel like he put on a good show. I was keeping up with him. Heck, he was running faster laps than SVG at one point before he got turned the last time. So I liked seeing what I saw from him.
No, for sure. I'm right there with you. Zilich had a really impressive day. I totally forgot to set up my timestamps. I'm just a mess today.
Yeah, it's fair.
What are you gonna do?
Tomorrow's your birthday, so we'll catch you some
Yeah,
slack.
I'm not gonna be at all intelligible on my birthday, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Brad Keselowski had some interesting comments on road courses that I wanted to get into. Obviously, this was at a Daytona press conference, and he said road course races, he doesn't understand why NASCAR wants to do so many of them. It's the hardest track to get sponsors for. It's the least attended. It's the least watched. Like, he was citing all these things. And the stats back it up. COTA only reined in 3.9 million viewers as opposed to 4.1 last year. Obviously, there's some truth to not having as many sponsors or it's harder to get guys who rely on multiple sponsors. It's tough to get some big name brand out there at COTA. And the attendance isn't great at these things. It's just kind of the fact of life. As it pertains to NASCAR road course racing. Obviously they have 5 on the schedule? 5 road
Yeah,
course?
now that we lost the Roval 5.
Is it too much?
Oof. I mean, I guess that depends on who you ask. Maybe
I'm asking you.
Well, yeah, then no. I think it doesn't need to be higher. Let's put it to you like that. Like, if anything, maybe take 1 off, 2 off, leave it, an even 4 or go down to even 3. I'd be okay with that. COTA, Watkins Glen, Sonoma. That would be something that I'd be okay with. Because they did have Watkins Glen and Sonoma for so long. Again, I kind of touched on it earlier. I didn't appreciate that type of racing. But for a sport that was established on back road mountains with moonshiners going left and right, you'd think that it wouldn't be such a big deal. But Brad's coming from the business side, right? Like, you have to respect him being able to cite those resources and give you those, because he's not wrong. I wouldn't personally want to go set at a road course race. If I was going to pay money to go watch a race live, I'd want to go see an oval, because I feel like I'd have a better chance, depending on where I'm sitting, of seeing the whole track. I feel like you lose a little bit of that appeal with road courses. Maybe not too much, but like I said, they could definitely lose 1 or 2, and I don't think anybody would be upset, is how I kind of feel right now.
I'd honestly get rid of Sonoma.
Really?
But
that's a hot take, because Sonoma is a very
listen. The NASCAR
track.
purists are gonna defend the 2 road courses, Watkins Glen and Sonoma, to the day he dies. You can't look at me in a straight face and say that there's been an entertaining Sonoma race in a long time.
Yeah, no.
When's the last entertaining Sonoma race that you can think of?
The one with Brad Keselowski, Marcos Ambrose, and Kyle Busch. So, like, I was in high school. It's been a good 10 years.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Other notable things from COTA before we move on. Ty Gibbs, P4, solid outing for him.
Especially after the criticism he got last week.
Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace, P10 and P11. Not bad at all.
Road courses. Who expected that?
Alex Bowman gets taken out of the race early, not due to anything under his control. He got sick. He was feeling the heat stroke pretty hard, or heat exhaustion, whatever it was. They had to pull him out of the car at the end of the 2nd stage, beginning of the 3rd stage. And what's his name? Matt Snyder.
Yeah,
fills in for him. Snyder. The pit road spotter.
Yeah,
he helps the media direct who they want to interview there on pit road. But yeah, Alex had to be taken out of the race pretty early. He's now dead last in points. To start the year, Briscoe breaks the transaxle. Not great day for him. AJ Allmendinger, he finishes P9 and gets taken off on a stretcher, but he's okay as well. I had a lot of cool suit malfunctions out there at COTA. Kyle Larson was bitching about the same thing. So yeah.
I was going to say, you could go the opposite end of the spectrum. I noticed Ricky Stenhouse decided to throw his opinion out there in the world about the cool suits. He said that they asked him about running a cool suit, and he said, "Nope, I never run one because then I never have to worry about it not working. He prefers to hydrate because he thinks that it helps him post-race feel better than just running cold water over his body the whole race."
Yeah, and if it breaks, you're just putting hot water on your body, and that's
exactly, you're just making it worse. So he was like, "I just prefer to hydrate throughout the week and do things the old-fashioned way." I'm like, well, okay then, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a common thing. They kind of said it on the broadcast with the first hot race of the year. You always hear about the cool suits. I feel like, so for it to be in Texas and be COTA, you probably have kept up with it more. Is he good to go? Like, health wise, was Alex cleared?
I haven't heard any updates otherwise.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's what I was thinking. Same with Allmendinger. I feel like he's probably okay now too.
Not like Bowman would tell us anyway. He's not very active on the social medias.
Nope. You're gonna hear it from the Hendrick socials on Friday if something's up. They're just gonna wait till then.
Yep, and we haven't heard anything. So, but assuming the 48's good to go for
There we
Phoenix at his home track. All right, what do we have? Well, we're just going right into a weekly awards. All righty, let's get in. Let's get into that thing. There's some candidates for Terrorist of the Week and Driver of the Week. Let's start out with the Driver of the Week. Who are you giving it to?
I'm going to go ahead and give it to the low-hanging fruit because I didn't last week. I'm going to give this one to Tyler Reddick. 3 in a row. I didn't think it was going to happen because it's 3 in a row to start the season. It's never been done. But he proved me wrong, and he's, like you said earlier, he's come out to turn the tides for 23-11 after last year and not winning at all. He's kind of just throwing that monster sponsorship to the wind. Oh, now you have Riley Herbst when you could have been on me or on my car. Look what you get, monster. So, yeah, Tyler Reddick, Driver of the Week.
If you were watching last year, you know what that means. We have a unanimous winner. Tyler Reddick, unanimous Driver of the Week. 3 in a row. Brought it to SVG, the best in the business, and took his lunch money at his bread and butter. So shout out to him.
Now he might only get 4 road course wins this year.
Yeah. What is he gonna do? And did SVG got a couple of? He got 11 stage points. Ended up with 45 points on the day. He was the third best car on points behind Reddick and Gibbs.
Gibbs, second best car in points. That's a weird thing to hear.
Yeah. But yeah, Reddick. Nobody hotter. And like I said last week, it's not going to get any better. Phoenix is not a great track for him.
Yeah.
But who am I to say? Who am I to say that the run is over? Terrorist of the Week. Who are you going to give it to?
Man, you said it. I think there's a couple here. I ultimately went with Kyle Busch being a veteran terrorist there and showing the rookie Jesse Love. Did you not see that? Okay, yeah. He sent Jesse Love into the 17 in one of the later turns and was like, go back and watch the last 7 laps and tell me that wasn't deserved. So he took Chris Buescher out, killed my day for points in our pool, but he was also a veteran showing a rookie. So I'm going to give it to Kyle.
It's not a bad one. Josh Berry had a miserable day.
So
road course racing is just not his thing
at all.
There was the battle between Cole Custer and Carson Hocevar for 27th. That was pretty funny.
Just sends him through off the straightaway. Just sends him off the front end.
And Mike Joy. You know what? Terrorist of the Week goes to Mike Joy for saying, "Oh, Hocevar crash," and he just touched the wall.
He just touched the wall. He's fine
on the last lap.
Oh, it's like what? It doesn't matter now. We don't care, Mike. It's the white flag.
Yeah, it's like okay. But he got up out of his seat like something crazy happened. And then you watched the replay. Cole Custer was just giving Hocevar the business.
He was done with him. He was like, "I've had enough of you today." Yeah.
Who on your bingo card did you have Cole Custer being the one to step up to Carson Hocevar?
No, definitely not.
On a road course for 27.
On a road course, no. Maybe an oval, it would have been more probable, but not on a road course.
For 27th, by the way.
Yeah, for 27th, not even a good finishing position. They always say the battles are in the back of the field on the TV broadcast, Caleb. So maybe we were wrong.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? All right. What's up next here? Obviously, we're flying through. We recorded a little bit early. We're on a little bit of a time crunch.
Just getting used
to the new schedule. We'll get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
Weekly nonsense is what you got written down here. Well, we got a little bit of NASCOURT updates.
Yeah.
There's been Sorry, I'm just writing down the time.
You're good. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw Monday that the court ruled Gabehart could continue his work.
Yep, I
with
had the
Spire.
article pulled up.
Nice.
From Mr. Jordan Bianchi, who
There.
gets too much hate from NASCAR fans. I think he's fun.
I think he is too. I don't mind Jordan. I always get that Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott post race interview where he's just like,
and he's just sitting there with his phone, and Harvick like tells him to fuck off, and Jordan's like, no, he still holds his phone up.
I'm good. I'm gonna stand right here.
Yeah, obviously the judge ruled that Gabehart is allowed to continue as Spire's chief motorsports officer, despite him allegedly leaking trade secrets from JGR and his former employer now over to Spire. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch have both kind of said Joe Gibbs just doesn't just go after anybody.
Yeah.
If he's suing something serious, and Kyle Busch is like, well, guess whose side I'm on. Obviously, no love lost there. If you're hoping for Kyle Busch to return to JGR, I think I got some oceanside property in Nebraska to sell you.
Yeah, but, yeah, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, do you think that? Do you think this was the right move for the judge to say that Gabehart can keep working there? Is there a little bit of a conflict of interest? Should he been put on like NASCAR's version of the commissioner's exempt list when a guy gets suspended? Like, what's your take?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of go back and forth on it because I'm in agreement with it only because I heard that Spire and Gabehart both offered to have like a forensic investigator come in and show proof that he's not used any of the material he had on that laptop. So maybe there's some kind of proof too. He had no, intentions of it, and he was just an employee done wrong. He felt like, I don't know, but the judge obviously feels the same way. He sees something to allow the guy to, the ability to continue working. So we'll just trust in the judge's opinion at this point. We gave the judge a little bit of grace in the last NASCOURT thing, so I'll just roll with it for now. But with that being said, Denny kind of hit the nail on the head. You don't hear about JGR being in the news often for things like this. So if he is suing, then chances are there's something legitimate behind it, and he feels like he can win.
Yeah. Again, it's going to be a story to follow. I mean, NASCAR espionage, dude. Like,
not on my bingo card for this season, especially after last season.
A lot of things this year have just not have not gone according to plan
at all.
In both on the track, off the track, in our dreams, in our hearts, including this little update from The Rock. Obviously, in the RCR number 33 last year, our boy Casey Kane made his return and got wrecked. Yeah. But made his return nonetheless. Long awaited, very welcome return. One could hope that he would enter back in that car, kind of give it a go. Unfortunately, not. But Cleetus McFarland is expected to make his debut in the Xfinity Series there. Obviously, we kind of talked about him after Daytona. What do we think he does for the sport? Is he good? Is he bad? We landed on the side that he's good. What he's doing for the sport is genuine. He's trying his hardest, and he should be accepted into the NASCAR family. All the drivers seem to really like him.
Yeah.
What do you think about him making his Xfinity Series debut in that number 33 Chevrolet for RCR?
I mean, I would have ideally loved to see Casey run it again, right? But I think that's a good fit for Cleetus. Like, that's a good or an O'Reilly team to be with.
I said Xfinity. God damn it.
You're good. I'm doing it on a daily when I talk about it still. So I think he chose a good program to get into that series with debut-wise because they've got a solid, you got the reigning champ of the series right now. And they've got a pretty decent program in that series, I will say, even, though I don't care for Austin Hill. I've also heard, though, that he's going to get to run some more truck races and some more late models and things like that. So he gets a little more stock car racing under his feet. So maybe that's kind of a more motivation behind that deal with, RCR. It gives him that funding to do those things. Not that he was hurting for funding, obviously, But the fact that, like we said earlier in the season, he's good for the sport. He's genuine. You don't see very many people with money coming in that are genuine about the sport and like getting better. You can tell he wants to be better. He's, putting in the work, going through the stages of, the series, things like that. So I'm here for it. Like, put him in something, let him get more experience, because I feel like if he gets better as a driver, it only benefits the sport, because then you got more eyes because Cleetus is winning.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I really enjoy his presence. I think he does a lot of good, brings a lot of eyes. All the drivers again like him. It's not like a Natalie Decker situation where nobody really likes her.
She's got 2 more races on the season too. Apparently, I saw.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
Exactly. She apparently had sponsorship enough for 3 races on the season. So
you could put me and you in that truck, and it's gonna get the same result.
Yeah. She's got she's got more truck starts. She's only got 2 more O'Reilly Series starts, thankfully.
They could put me and you in the O'Reilly car, and it'd get the same result.
Yeah, I mean, I could ride around in 27th.
For Pete's sake, man.
Stay out of everybody's way. Don't hit the wall. I got this.
You're already doing a better job than her.
Exactly. I'm already doing better than her.
I don't mean to demean women in motorsports. I really don't. Like, I like Tony Breidinger. Sure, she wrecks a lot, but she's trying.
Trying.
Natalie Decker just shows up, wrecks, and like goes full Joey Logano on the field and is like, "It's your fault. It's you did it." So what if you're a wrecked car and I could have got it out of the way? You turned into me.
Average is a 30th place finish. Like, what more do you really need to hear?
I'm surprised it's that high.
Yeah, like I am too, honestly. But like, average in all of her races in the O'Reilly Series, a 30th place finish.
Did she have like a P16 that's like boosting that or something? Like
probably. Like I haven't looked into depth. Like I just did. I looked up her average because I was curious. People were talking about how bad it was, and it's literally like 30.5. So she's not even. She could arguably be 31st running average in all of her O'Reilly Series races. She's not even in the top 30. That's how bad she is.
Kelly Earnhardt Miller now could hop into a car and be better than that. Like, for Pete's sake.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
We just got to hit the lottery, Caleb. Then we can start our own team.
Yeah.
It's proven. At least in O'Reilly's team.
Yeah, we could buy a charter, but we're not bringing Fords back. We're both Chevy guys.
Yep, not bringing Ford back. They're just going to have to die in that series, unfortunately.
All right. Now we got our segment, Pause or Panic. We got a handful of guys who are kind of bottom of the barrel, as it turns out, with their point standings. So we'll talk about if we're concerned about them or if no cause for panic right now. Obviously, we're 3 races in.
Yeah.
Really? Is there plenty of time for these guys to turn it around? Yes. But it's still worth talking about, being like, oh, really? That it's this bad. It's this bad so far. After Daytona, Atlanta, and COTA.
Yeah.
Let's just start from the bottom. My boy Alex Bowman, P36 in the points. Obviously 2 wrecks at Daytona and Atlanta. Atlanta, he finished like 3 laps down. Daytona, he didn't finish the race. And COTA, the car technically finished the race. He did not.
Yeah.
P36 after his best road course. And Daytona and Atlanta. I'm not saying panic.
Yeah.
But
you're close to it, right? You're close to the panic.
Like, where's the speed?
Yeah, it's not. He's had glimpses, right? But most of the time, it's just fell back, I feel like.
I mean, he got up to the top 10 in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then wrecked. Daytona, I didn't see him have a lot of speed.
No.
At all. He had a pretty half-decent qualifying lap.
Qualifying, but no race speed. He just wasn't existent, it felt like.
Yeah, he didn't run towards the front like he usually kind of does. Like, he usually finds his way to 8th, and then he pushes it to 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Like, and then COTA, I know he had he was obviously sick going into it, and then just got worse throughout the day. So I think there's a lot of things that were out of his hands, as a lot of it for a lot of these guys who are low in the standings. Like Daytona, Atlanta, and COTA is not is not a good way to gauge drivers on their skill.
No.
A lot of it's luck. A lot of it is out of their hands, and Bowman especially just had shitty luck and got sick, and it got worse. So I'm concerned, but I'm not panicking.
Are you waiting more for like the 5 race mark, kind of like Junior says, to see where he's at before you panic? Like you said, this is early.
Let's look at the schedule real quick. He had a good day at Phoenix last year here in the spring. Almost won the O'Reilly Series race before. I think it was Almirola fenced him.
Yep.
Phoenix, Vegas, Darlington, Martinsville, Bristol, Kansas. I think he's got to put on a clinic at these. Maybe even pick up a win. But get your top 10, top 5 streak momentum going.
Build it.
Yeah, and I think with no time, he'll be back up in that top 16, and we'll forget about the first 3 races.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption.
If he's not back in the top 10 comfortably, and we're staring at Talladega at the end of April, and it's just not gotten better. Like, if he's not in the top 15, I'm like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm paused. I'm concerned. I'm not panicking.
Yeah, I pause, not panicking, but I'm definitely a little concerned on what I saw. I think, like you said, if he's still sitting around like that, maybe not. I would give him a little grace, like P20. If he's not in the top 20 at least by Dega, then I'm definitely going to panic. If he's in that top 20 range and he's been building those top 10s, top 5s, like you said, maybe even getting stage points, consistently to show that growth and like that momentum, I totally think he'd be okay. But right now, I'm definitely concerned with Alex and what I've seen this year.
Chase Briscoe, 27th in points. Obviously, broke the transaxle there at COTA. At Atlanta, he finished 2nd. Daytona finished 36th. Another guy, I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, dealt a bad hand the first, couple races here and there.
I still got a runner-up in Atlanta.
Yeah, and still got a runner-up in Atlanta. Showed speed, too, at COTA. Like, was putting down some, fast laps. Probably would have got at least another top 5, top 10 finish, the way, based off of what you were seeing. So I think that Chase Briscoe is going to be fine. I think he's got a slew of tracks coming up that benefit him and Toyota for that matter. So, yeah, I think he's going to be perfectly fine.
Christopher Bell, 24th. Not a good plate racer.
No.
And at COTA, he put down a pretty solid finish, finishing 3rd. Didn't collect any stage points, but he finished 3rd. I'm not at all concerned with C-Bell. This is the tracks coming up are really favorable for him.
Yeah, I think the big thing is he's going to have to get his stage racing, though, up because he's going to need to get more points unless he just starts racking off wins like he did last year. Because he did start so far behind the 8 ball with the bad luck. But ultimately, yeah, same here with like Chase Briscoe. I don't think there's any reason for panic. He's going to be fine.
Denny Hamlin, 23rd. Sure, you would have liked him to perform better at Daytona, and you would have liked to see him do better in Atlanta. But top 10 at freaking COTA, dude. Like,
yeah, nobody expected that. Nobody expected that.
Listen, I'm skeptical on Hamlin this year, and I will be until I see him in victory lane and until we get deeper in the year and he's like showing that he's still consistently putting in top 5 efforts. Just because I think that there's no way he's not mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
But nope, not really concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. No reason for concern. Will he be a contender for the championship is a different conversation to have later, but I think he's solidly going to be in that top 16 ultimately.
And then Ross Chastain 20th. not really concerned with him either. I would have liked to see him finish better at COTA, and he was on pace for a really decent day before losing the tire. Obviously, he loses a crew chief, a car chief, and a tire changer for 2 races.
Yeah.
So not great.
No.
But he's gonna be competitive on the mile and a half.
Yeah.
He'll be competitive on a lot of different races, a lot of different courses throughout the year. And 20th isn't bad after 3 chaotic races.
Before I give my answer for Ross, what is underachieving? Like, do you feel like Ross is like a top 10 chase driver, or is he more in that bottom like 6?
I think he's more teens.
Okay, that's fair. Then
I think anywhere between 12 and 16 is kind of where I expect him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's 7th, 8th, 9th. I think I'd be shocked if he was top 5. But
yeah, that's fair.
Anywhere between 7 and 16 is kind of where I expect him to be, probably closer to 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Ross is totally fine.
Yeah, I think you're going to be fine there. I don't think you've got anything to worry about with Ross. I'm in that same range too with him. I think he's probably teen range, unless he just again starts racking off like the mile and a half, which is he's shown that he half last year, so it's possible. He's done it before. I like Ross, so I don't think there's any reason to panic. And he's only 4 spots below that 16th place, so I think he's looking okay right now.
Yeah, and we're gonna dive right into the guys who we're gonna debate if they're legitimate or if they're fraudulent.
Yeah.
The guys who are high up on the standings to start the year, do we think they're legit, or are they benefiting greatly from some chaotic races? At first, SVG 5th. He's not first, but it was the first name I saw. SVG 5th. That's not sustainable.
No.
He put up was it a good day at Atlanta?
Yeah, good day at Atlanta. Drifted through the infield, looked like a total bad.
And then obviously 2nd at COTA, 3rd in points. He's not top 5.
Not at all.
He'll be a fringe guy. If
Hot
he makes
take,
it.
He's on the bubble for points just because he doesn't score enough stage points. I'm gonna say almost the end of the regular season. We'll say 3 races. They're debating on whether or not.
Yeah, he didn't get any stage points in Atlanta. Obviously, he got 2nd in the first stage of COTA and then 10th.
Yeah.
In the 2nd stage, and obviously finished runner up. We'll see how good the improvements are at ovals this week.
Yep, I agree. This is a good track to really gauge the improvement on ovals for him.
Spire Motorsports, 7th, 9th, and 10th in the standings. Suarez, McDowell, and Hocevar. I think Hocevar is the only one that you're kind of looking at to maybe have that race winning speed and have that top 10 speed, but he's got to take better care of his equipment.
Yeah.
Straight up. He can't be wrecking these things.
Nope.
And that could be concerning, but as far as McDowell, I don't see the long-term success with them.
One of those 3 is not like the other, like you said, for sure. I don't think McDowell is like long-term. I really only feel like he's a road course, super speedway guy. And then Suarez is kind of the same way. I mean, good for Daniel. I'm happy to see him performing in that ride and that, where he is, but I don't think it's going to last long-term.
Going right down, Bubba Wallace, 2nd in points, 23-11, 1-2.
1-2.
I think he's legit. Is he top 5? No.
Agreed.
I think he's a guy with Ross. He's going to be anywhere between 8th and 15th.
Yeah, I'm probably in that 10 to like 12 range more so, my opinion, but I could see him inching up into that like 8, 9 range for sure.
Yeah, I think Bubba's going to be totally fine. You're really happy with him getting 2nd in points to start the first 3 races. And now you kind of get into the more traditional ovals. Some Bubba's good at, some he's not.
Yeah.
But he's you're aiming for that consistency with Bubba. If you can get the consistency down, he'll be all right.
Yep.
And he's built himself a nice little cushion to start.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Build himself a nice little cushion. Now he gives himself a little grace. If he can be consistent with the top 5s and top 10s, I think he's going to be fine. No problem. I don't think he's championship contender 3 races in, though.
Adrian Allmendinger 8th. College Engine's going to go boom eventually.
Yeah, that was my exact
Ty Gibbs at 16th. This is probably where he should be.
Probably.
This is probably where he needs to be, at least at the end of the year, before people start like bringing the tiki torches.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs being the 16th driver doesn't shock me at all. It's kind of how we feel. That's kind of how I feel about him so far in his career. We'll see. We'll see if he can put anything together long term. His name was obviously in the news with the Gabe Hart stuff. He's got to put it together this year. He's got to put a string of good finishes together, get on a run, lock yourself into this chase.
Yep.
And show that you belong.
Show that you belong. That's exactly right. That's the best way to put it. I think he is. We kind of touched on like Ross and Bubba, right? Like 8 to 15. I think that, if you have a number of drivers, Ty Gibbs is in that like maybe 15 to 20 range, like depending on how he's performing and things like that. So I think he's right on par with where he should be. But again, he needs to do this. So if he doesn't do it, it's only going to hurt himself.
At least he'll never lose his ride, but it's just like,
True.
It's just like, come on, dude, let's go. Get on your horse.
Yep, get on it. Sponsorship dollars come knocking though, and they're like, "Hey, coach, we're not going to support your grandson anymore because he sucks." He might get put into the front office at that.
I don't know. Riley Herbst has got that Monster Energy contract. I don't know if Ty Gibbs is ever going to lose that one.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we got here on the docket? Lower series stuff. The trucks are in racing until March 20th. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is racing at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on the CW.
Yep.
No, nothing really crazy about what happened in the lower series. Nothing really to acknowledge. SVG goes out and wins.
Yeah.
Down there in Phoenix. But what do you think about that St. Pete little debut there? Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good little debut for the trucks. Like I kind of touched on it last week. I don't know why we went with the truck series to kind of go with Indy on a team up weekend, but that's fine. We get the the big series going with them this weekend at Phoenix. So I think it was a good show though. I liked watching the end of that race. Me and you kind of texted a little bit as the race was ending. I think it was just a good race. Those drivers you saw at the top of that series, though, when we talked about Ford a couple weeks ago, I feel like those are the primo guys right now in that developmental pool for Ford. Unfortunately, there's just no one left. But you can see why Lane Riggs is kind of probably the best Ford driver, just with his diverse ability. He's now winning on road courses, which is something I never thought would happen after watching him a couple of times. So yeah, I like St. Pete. Ultimately, I think it might happen again. The attendance was pretty good, whether that was for the truck race or for the IndyCar race. I can't determine that, but still, yeah, I liked it.
I think it's a nice little taste tester to what San Diego could be for the Cup Series.
Yes.
Out there in July. So, same idea. You're racing on a naval airport base. So,
yeah,
I thought it was all right. I thought it was a nice little race. I was whelmed. I enjoyed.
That's all that matters. As long as you enjoy it.
Right. As long as I personally enjoy it.
Exactly. As long as you personally enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk some Phoenix.
Weather's beautiful. You don't have to rub it in. We know.
God, I fucking love that place. I love Phoenix. There's everything about it. Everything about it. You look in any direction, you are surrounded by mountains. You are in what's called Paradise Valley, my friend.
I love it.
Doesn't rain often. It's a dry heat.
Dry heat. Oof. I'm from the South, so that dry heat, that's where it gets me. I'm used to it.
You'll love it. You walk in, it's like, oh my God, it doesn't feel like 400 pounds of air just sitting on my shoulders.
That is a nice sounding feeling. I've not been to Phoenix, so maybe we'll put it on the list of races to attend.
Don't twist my arm, dude. Don't twist my arm. I love that place. I absolutely love that place.
That'd be a fun one for sure.
And it usually always lands on my birthday weekend, like it is now. So
that's awesome.
I love Phoenix. Love it. Love it. Love it. The weather out there in Phoenix this weekend: 86 degrees, humidity 16%.
16%.
I want you to check your weather app and tell me what it's like out there in Georgia. What's the humidity percentage?
Let's see what the humidity is today in North Georgia, South Tennessee. Let's see.
Would like to know.
89% humidity today.
Yeah.
So that's a significant.
It gets over 25 in Phoenix, and people are like, "What the fuck is this?
What is going on?"
So, yeah, I'm just saying, I love Phoenix. Love everything about that city. Just great stuff.
Great stuff. 10 out of 10.
Solid baseball team. My favorite basketball team. The Cardinals are lovable losers. They used to have the Coyotes, but obviously ownership tanked that.
Seems familiarly sounding for a Phoenix team. Ownership tanking something. Like you said, the lovable losers of the Cardinals. I feel like there's a ownership problem there too. So.
Yeah.
Not football talk though.
Yeah. Okay. DraftKings. We got some matchups. No groups, just matchups. Denny Hamlin versus Joey Logano.
That one's tough. I could see that one going anyway, but give me Logano. I don't know why. I'm going to go with him this time.
Denny's the favorite, heavy, -200.
Really?
Yeah. I'll take Joey with you. Penske's a slow starting team, but
yeah.
Joey's fun. I'll take it. Ross versus Boucher. I'll take Ross.
Yeah. I'm not confident in Boucher at Phoenix.
Boucher right now just kind of seems to have that easygoing top 10 P8 speed.
He's gonna ho hum his way along for a little bit.
Blaney versus Seabell. Give me Seabell. I mean, this is just his bread and butter.
Yep, give me Seabell as well.
And Reddick versus Larson. Hendrick does not perform well at Phoenix.
No, just not consistently.
Not their thing. But Reddick at Phoenix isn't great either.
Who's the favorite?
Larson.
Man,
Larson be -170.
Very unlikely, I feel like, right, to see Reddick up there contending 4 weeks in a row. Because
Reddick at Phoenix has 2 top 10s, a P6 and a P10 in 2024.
Yeah, no, give me Larson. I'll take it.
Yeah. Just hard to bet against Reddick on this hot streak.
Yeah.
But
it's eventually going to end. I mean, that's the thing. Eventually.
If you go with our picks, it's plus 1183 for Joey over Hamlin, Ross over Boucher, Bell over Blaney, and Larson over Reddick. You put $100 down, you're making about $1,200.
And you can't complain about that.
No, not at all. As for the parlays, the fun parlays, 4 means more. Tyler Reddick to win in Phoenix plus 1,000. Don't love that bet.
No. No, don't love that
the
one.
Ford ladder. Blaney to finish top 3. Logano to finish top 5. Boucher to finish top 10. Ugh.
Boucher. Yeah, Boucher's probably the weak point in that one right now, I feel like. But Logano.
I think it's Blaney. Blaney top 3? No way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Logano and Blaney top 5, top 3. No, I don't like that one at all.
Title rematch. All 4 drivers from the championship 4 get the top 5. Hamlin, Larson, Byron, Briscoe, plus 1,700. That's a lot. You're betting on 4 guys to make the top 5.
Yeah, I don't like those odds at all. No, I'm good.
This one's interesting. Hocevar, Gibson, Zilich, top 10.
Ooh.
I don't hate that. And it's plus 2,700.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all. I like the odds. It's not a horrible parlay there. I mean, Gibbs is running good too right now,
No, I don't hate it.
technically. Yeah, no, I'm good
Ultimately,
with it.
that's probably my favorite of them.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna bet one, bet the Rising Stars parlay.
Yep.
Hocevar, Gibbs, Zillage, top 10. All right. Expectations for Phoenix. I mean, look, Phoenix is not everybody's favorite track.
No.
It's hard to come by people who really love that track. I hear it's better in person than it is on TV. I enjoy the racing on the dog leg. I think that's fun. But it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So
Bob released anything about tires yet, or are we still gonna run the same tire? I would assume that we
I
did.
haven't seen anything about the Phoenix tire.
That'll be interesting. Like I wasn't disappointed with Phoenix, the championship race, right? But I think you hit the nail on the head. It's more of a this isn't everyone's type of race.
Yeah, it's going to be the same tire as championship race. So if you
Okay.
like that, then
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a
it's
good
the same
indicator.
tire that they use in New Hampshire too. So and that tire fell off.
Yeah, I'm good with it then for sure. I like the fall off on the shorter tracks. It makes for a better product overall. I think Phoenix again. It's not a bad track. There's by far worse tracks that they could be racing at.
Yes,
Like, let's be honest. But
it's a nice oval to open with.
yeah, like it's a nice oval that's not drafting style ovals racing, right? Like that's the big thing, and it's a good kind of show for what the season could be like. Better show maybe is the good way to put that. Because you can go through Daytona and Atlanta and COTA and feel really good like Tyler Reddick probably does, or you could be on the opposite end of the spectrum like Bowman is, and then if he goes into Phoenix and has a top 5, top 10, he's probably feeling pretty good after the first 3 weeks that he had.
For sure.
So I think Phoenix should be good. But I mean, I'm also a diehard NASCAR fan, so I don't ever hope a race is bad.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, let's make our picks. Last week I win, so it's 2-1. I won with Reddick going P1. You came close with P4 with Gibbs, but we can't use those guys again. Let's pick for Phoenix. Since you lost, you're picking first.
This one's tough because like you could easily use one of your powerhouses here, right? Mm-hmm. And the choice is which powerhouse do you choose to go with and not use the rest of the season. Give me. I'm going to go ahead and take Joey Logano.
This early, really?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take him this early. I know I could have probably went better and got another win, but I'm going to go ahead and take Joey out of the equation for the rest of the season.
The last time in the next gen era, Joey's best finish in the spring race here is P8 in 2022.
Not great, but again, I'm going to save those heavy hitters. I just feel like that's the idea right now. Anyway, at least a little longer.
I'm going to pick a Ford. I'm going to pick a Ford right with you. I'm actually going to pick a Ford in the same garage.
But not the one I'm thinking. There you go. I was going to say not the one I'm thinking of.
You thought I was going Blaney.
Yeah, I was going to be like, well, Blaney's fine.
After just giving you shit for picking a Penske car.
Yeah. Josh is a good pick here. Now, you just said the tire falls off. I like that pick.
He was really good at New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Last year. And last year in the spring race, he finished P4. He got 6th and 10th in the stages.
Yeah.
In the spring. So I really like the Berry pick. And that's who I'm going to rock with. We're going to go Josh Berry.
Solid picks. I like it. I think Ford are going to be in the top 10 and around it. I think that stable of Fords are going to be the ones who are performing those. So,
all right, we did a pretty good job here, keeping it on time. Let you with 4 minutes to spare. Do you have anything to say to the fine people at home, the fine people in the comment section, the fine people who watch our reels and decided to check out a full episode for the first time? Anything?
Well, welcome in. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe to us first off. That's the big thing. But yeah, I mean, just stick around, throw us, some topics you'd like to see us talk about here and there, and enjoy the race every weekend. I think that's
harass us on Twitter. I mean,
yeah, we're good with it. We don't mind. We like to talk NASCAR, so I'm good with it. Just look out for the power rankings. Those should be out this evening or tomorrow, depending on how late I get them done today.
Yep.
So,
man, you're not gonna say happy birthday to me.
No. Happy birthday.
24. Did you think about some advice you were gonna give me?
24. Don't have any kids. Any more kids. At my point in 24, that was what I was getting told. Don't have any kids right now.
Wasn't planning on it.
Then that's all I got. Enjoy life. Other than that,
going to a comedy show tonight with my dad, and then tomorrow going out and drinking.
Heck yeah.
Let's get some margaritas in me. Saturday is my nephew's 7th birthday, so we'll celebrate that. And then Sunday, watch a Phoenix.
There you go.
Let's freaking go.
Good weekend overall.
I agree. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. And we'll see you all next week as we prepare for, is it Vegas?
Vegas. Another good track.
Great time to be a NASCAR fan, folks.
That's right.
We'll see you next time.